we go. So we're gonna need to find true purpose. And the reason why we started with this coaching call, before touching base on how to get shredded, is because we need to set your mind right. Because what happens is talk is cheap, right? It's easy to say you want to get in shape. It's easy to say you want to get shredded. It's easy to say you want to get six pack abs for summer. There's a reason why 99% of people fall off their fitness journey, right? Everyone says on January 1st, I'm gonna start, and then everyone falls off. And I'm going to teach you how to become different so that you can actually succeed and get the physique of your dreams and succeed in other areas of your life, right? So to get in shape, you want to get in shape, but without goals or purpose, there's no outcome, right? Talk is cheap. It's easy to say you want to get in shape, but without goals or purpose, there's no outcome. So 99% of people that start their journey fall because they didn't set true goals in place, right? And so I want to give you an example of my client, George. Right, this man joined my program literally just 4 months ago. And when he joined, he was already kind of hitting the gym himself. He was already you know, in the gym. And he said, you know what? I have a trip coming up in Miami. So we said, okay, we got to set a true time frame. You're going to go on a trip. So now he had his goal in place. He had his purpose. He's like, you know what? I'm going to get shredded because I've never been shredded before. And he made it happen. And in 4 months, he lost over 20 pounds. Literally, we're just in Miami this weekend and was the most confident he's ever felt. Was able to take his shirt off at the beach, got the girl of his dreams. And so this is what happens when you set true goals in place, because talk is very cheap, right? And so they always ask, what do I do to get shredded, right? So let's talk about what do I do to get shredded? I've done, 3 bodybuilding shows. I'm prepping for my 4th one right now, trying to go for my pro card. But here's how I like to answer that question. The real question is that you should be asking is what I don't do, right? I'm not partying. I'm not being a yes man. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not hanging out with losers. I'm not hitting the snooze button on my alarm, even though I'm fucking tired and I'm exhausted and I want to sleep in. I'm not hitting the snooze button, right? I'm not procrastinating on my goals. That's a huge one. So many people procrastinate. They got to think, oh, the right time, the right this. There's no fucking right time for nothing. The right time is now, right? So I don't ever procrastinate. When I set my goals in place, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to figure that shit out no matter what. Life's always going to be there. Work's always going to be there. Life's always going to throw you curveballs. Right? On top of that, I'm not cheating on myself. I'm not missing my diet. I'm not missing my cardio. I'm not making excuses when life gets tough. I simply don't miss. So that's the mindset that I have, and I have installed in myself over the years to become who I am today and to be able to compete in bodybuilding shows. And let me tell you, when I did my 3 shows, dude, let me tell you, they were the hardest things I've ever done, especially the last show. The last show I did in August, the first one I did 2 in August. The first one that I did in the beginning of August to prep for that show in 2024 was one of the hardest years of my life. I was going through so many things, so many adversities, but I told myself I was not going to give up. And I set my goals in place. I went all in, and that's what it takes. You have to become unstoppable and become the person that you want to become by doing these things. You can't be partying. You can't be a yes man. You can't be hanging out with losers. You can't be hitting the snooze button. You can't be procrastinating on your goals. You can't be cheating on your diet. You can't be cheating on yourself. You can't be cheating on not doing your cardio. Just because, oh, I'm tired. I had a long day at work. Who gives a fuck? Do the shit you need to do because you know it's good for you. It's called discipline, right? And on top of that, we're not making excuses here. You cannot miss. You got to show up for yourself every single day because at the end of the day, no one's coming to save you. You can have the perfect blueprint. You can have the perfect program. You can have the perfect coach. But the person that needs to put the work in is yourself. All right? So learning how to say no. This one's huge. Right? If you want to be great in your life and succeed in all areas of your life besides just fitness, you need to learn how to say no. If you want to be great, you need to learn how to say no. You have to stop being a yes man. This is a huge thing that I struggled with for years, guys. I was a yes man to everyone, my family, my friends. I'm a nice guy. I'm a super nice guy. And when my friends would ask me, oh, let's go do that, I'll be, yeah, all right, let's go. Hey, let's go out to eat. All right, let's go. Hey, let's go to the club. All right, let's go. My family, hey, let's go to the strip. All right, let's go. I was a yes man, right? But now you gotta learn how to say no. Once I learned how to say no, my life skyrocketed in all areas of my life, especially when it came down to my own physical goals and my own personal goals, right? So you have to stop being a yes man. Your friends aren't going to accomplish your goals for you. And this is deeper than just fitness. I'm talking about life, right? If you want to level up, you need to be selfish and protect your energy. And this is the sad truth. People are going to call you selfish. They're going to say that you're different. They're going to say that you've changed. They're going to say all these things, especially your own family, right? You just got to learn how to be selfish for you because you have goals in place and your friends are going to accomplish them. Your family isn't going to accomplish them for you. Your friends that are going to the club every fucking weekend aren't going to accomplish your goals for you and walk your hands to the treadmill to get shredded. No, you know what they're doing? They're waking up hungover every Saturday. That's who you want to hang out with? That's the people you're saying yes to? You know what I'm saying? Your family wants to go out to eat every fucking night. That's what you want to keep doing? You want to keep being a yes man to that? That's what I had to learn. Because the thing is, I grew up in a Spanish household. My mom cooks good ass food. And I had to learn how to say no. I was like, you know what, mom? I'm not going to eat your food right now. I'm going to make my own food, even though I want to eat it. My mom got offended because I don't. If you guys grew up in a Spanish household, saying no to your mom, especially in a Spanish household, is a big no-no. But I had to be selfish for me. I had to be selfish. I said, I have goals in place. I want to get fucking jacked. I want to get shredded. I have certain goals in place. I needed to learn how to say no. So once you learn how to say no, trust me, people might not like it, but it doesn't matter what they like. You're doing it for you, right? And high level individuals aren't saying yes to everyone and everything. On top of that, right? They get shit done and are selfish, and it's okay to be selfish. No one's coming to save you. This is the harsh reality of the world we live in. No one's coming to save you. You need to learn how to say no for yourself. When your friends are asking you to go to the club, you say no. You know why? Because we're not waking up hungover on a Saturday or on a Sunday or on a Friday night. When your friends are asking you to go out to eat and get little fucking Debbie cakes and get, sushi and burgers and pizza or have a boys' night, you say no. You know why? Because you want to get shredded for summer. Because you want to be successful. Because you want to be disciplined. Because you want to save money. You want to level up. You want to stack your bread. You want to be different. So you're saying no to these things. That's how you become successful. That's how you achieve your goals, by learning how to say no, right? If you're in college, you better start learning how to say no because you're just wasting your life away saying yes to the weekends, saying yes to the clubs, saying yes to the drinks, saying yes to the cocaine, saying yes to the weed. That's some low level shit. We ain't doing that here. We're trying to level the fuck up, right? And me personally, I had to learn how to say no to even my own family, right? And I repeat this because this was a tough one for me. My family, this is something that I struggled with deeply. But now that I learned how to say no, not only has my business skyrocketed, my personal life has skyrocketed. And on top of that, I've set boundaries in place to where now my family understands the things that I'm trying to accomplish. And they've learned that when I say no, it's for a greater cause. And they see the bigger picture. And on top of that, when it comes to friends, your real friends are going to understand and your fake friends are going to start leaving your circle. And it's going to suck at first, but that's what you need in life. If you want to be fucking great and you want to have a strong ass mindset, when you start learning how to say no, the real ones will stay and the fake ones will disappear. And you will start noticing that your life will elevate in all areas of life. All right. And this is huge. Right. And the routine for success. Right. We need to have a routine. Right. When it comes to getting shredded or leveling up, we got to have a routine in place. Right. We need to switch your mindset. There's no more hitting the snooze button. Right. We need to set you up for success and start waking up early. And I'm not saying you got to start waking up 5 a.m, 4 a.m, 3 a.m, 6 a.m. I just want you to start waking up 1 hour earlier than you're normally doing. Meaning, so if you're waking up at 8 a.m, I encourage you to wake up at 7. And here's what to do. I'm getting a damn call. And here's what to do. No scrolling on social media, right? When you wake up early, I want you to challenge yourself not to scroll on social media. Go for a walk or do cardio or anything active. Do push. I do push-ups and I go for a walk. That's what I do. I wake up in the morning. I wake up at 5:30, and it's hard. It is fucking hard. Might not sit here and say it's easy. I don't like to do it, but I do it anyways because I know it's good for me, and I have to set myself up for success. So I'll wake up. I do about 20 to 100 push-ups. Boom, knock them out. Boom, boom, boom. Go downstairs and go for a walk, right? And then listen to something motivational. Well, you want to fill your mind with positive thoughts, something that's going to benefit you. I have a business to run. So I like to listen to podcasts that have to do with business, how to level up as a man. And these things, you start compounding on a daily basis. You start focusing on yourself and you're filling up your cup. You want to fill up your cup. You got to think of it like a bottle of water. You're filling up your cup for the day to be successful, right? And so this is going to lead you to great things. And the reason why I say not to scroll on social media is because social media is truly the thief of joy. And this is something that I struggled with. when it came to business, when it came to finances, when it came to my own physique. For the first 2 years of my fitness journey, I was playing the nonstop comparison game. I was constantly comparing myself to other influencers. I was comparing my business to other business coaches. I was comparing my money to other people's bank accounts. I was comparing my physique to other guys that I was like, man, I wish I can look like this, or I wish. And you know what? I stopped because I was like, there's always going to be something better, right? And if you think of it like this, social media is just a highlight of somebody's story. They're not sharing with you everything. And you know what I'm saying? They're only showing you the good parts. So they're showing you them shredded. They're showing you when they were rich. They're showing you the cool cars, but they're not showing you the shit behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So if you can stop scrolling on social media and focus on yourself, right? And especially if you don't use social media for work, like I have to use it for work. This is what I do full time. But if you're someone that doesn't use it for work and you don't need to be on social media, I promise you, if you stop scrolling, especially first thing in the morning, you will be a lot happier of a person and you'll start being more grateful for the things that you have in your life, which is going to lead to have a more positive outlook on life and lead you to success. All right. And another thing that I wanted to mention with your routine is being consistent. This one's huge. It shouldn't be one day on, one day off. You want to be consistent with this shit because this is going to truly lead you for success. Because if you start your day with a win, and this is you winning, guys, this is going to allow you to now conquer the day in a more positive outlook. But if you're waking up at 8 and you have work at 8:30, now you're scrambling. Oh God, I gotta brush my teeth, eat breakfast real quick, and then go to work. But if you wake up an hour earlier, now you can start your day with positive outlook and like, you know what? I just focused a whole hour, and this doesn't even take an hour. It doesn't take like 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and now I have another 30 minutes to chill, eat breakfast, do whatever the fuck I want, and then I can go to work without stressed out. And then now that you have a more positive outlook because you started your day with a win and you're happy and you're feeling good, you listen to a motivational podcast and you're feeling hyped up and you're like, I'm gonna go conquer the fucking day. Now, when life is throwing you bullshit, you can handle it in a more positive way. No one wants to go through bullshit, but now you're handling it with more of on a different outlook. And I'm telling you this from my own experience. All right. So starting your day with a win allows you to focus on yourself, and you'll also feel good knowing you started your day with some positivity, which leads into the rest of your day. Like I said here, scrolling on social media is a thief of joy. Then the last thing is your homework, right? Your homework for today is this. I want you tomorrow to wake up early this week without missing. Doesn't matter how you feel. I don't care what time you go to bed. Push yourself to wake up 1 hour earlier than you're used to. Just do that. If you wake up at 9, wake up at 8. If you wake up at 10, wake up at 9. Start your day this way so you can start building routine. And when you start doing this, if you're waking up at 10, I don't know what the fuck you're doing if you're waking up at 10, but if you're waking up at 10, now you wake up at 9. And then do that for a couple of weeks. Then wake up at 8, then 7, then 6. You want to conquer the day. You want to set yourself up for success. This is what you do, all right? I didn't just start waking up at 5:30. Start up with 6:30, and then 5. And then, 6:30, and then 6, and then 5:30. I'm trying to get down to where I'm waking up at like 4:30, right? That's be a cool ass goal because then I'll have from 4:30 to like 12 to do a whole bunch of shit. And by 12 o'clock, I'm done with the day. I did all my work, working out, everything, and I have the rest of the day to go chill, go to the beach, chill. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you can set your mornings up for success, you'll have the rest of the day to do whatever the fuck you want. And so, number 2, write down your goals and set a time frame for when you want to complete them by. This is your homework. If you want to get shredded and you want to have a successful journey and you want everything else I'm going to teach you to fall into place, because tomorrow we're going to go over another, actually teaching you how to get shredded. If you write down your actual goals and your time frame and your purpose, you will have a successful journey, right? That's why I like to do bodybuilding shows, because by a specific date, I have to get shredded. And if I don't do it, mentally, I'm like, bro, I fucked up. I'm a loser. That's how I think. So I like to have time frames in place. And that's what I do with my clients. Oh, you want to get shredded? Okay. You have any trips coming up? You have any events coming up? When's your birthday? Right? Set goals and set time frames. Okay, I'm going to get shredded in 4 months. So then that way I can go on a trip. Or so that way I can look good when I go to Miami. Or so that way I look good for my birthday. Right? All right, number 2, or the third point is following the morning routine that I mentioned. All right, wake up an hour earlier than usual, scrolling, start your day with a win, do something active, write down things you're grateful for. This is huge. You got to be grateful for everything in life. I know in life sometimes you're probably not where you want to be. Like for me, I'm not where I want to be. I want to keep leveling up. But if you're not where you want to be, you got to be grateful for what you have, because right now there's somebody doing worse than you. or you might be in a better position than you were a year ago. So you have to remember those things. Remember where you came from. Remember where you started, and be grateful every single day. Write down what you are grateful for. And this is going to give you a more positive outlook on life. All right. Because where I'm at now definitely wasn't where I was a year ago. And where I was a year ago wasn't definitely where I was a year before that. And so you got to look at those things. All right. And be grateful for everything. The littlest of wins you got to be grateful for. Because there's somebody out there doing worse than you. There's somebody out there wishing they can be in the position you're in. You guys ever seen that video? It was like a video of like somebody like on a bike. Oh, no, somebody in a car, right? And they're looking at another car saying, damn, I wish I had that car. And then there was somebody on a bike saying, damn, I wish I even had a car. And then there was somebody walking saying, damn, I wish I even had a bike. It's all perspective, right? It's all about how you frame things. It's all about how you think, all right? And so framing your mindset for success is what will lead you to succeeding in life and accomplishing all your goals, including getting lean and reaching your summer body. And that is today's coaching call. Hope you guys like that shit. Let's go.